vendor is here, it's okay to make bubbles. Bubbles are not littering. Interesting. Alright, so it's like 1 o'clock already. Saturday, second night of December 9th. Safety is not really an issue. Apparently these fire lanes absolutely mean nothing during a festival because the people who are vending are paid $1,000 per booth or something along those lines. Just goes to show that when you spend money and give it to the city, then their rules and laws no longer apply. I don't know how to evaluate it other than, you know, they're purposely trying to hurt people that are expressive, because there's plenty of spaces that we could set up in. They just won't allow it. They'd kick us out, or they have kicked us out. A couple of buskers have been threatened with citations last night. Yet it's extremely packed. There's no way you can get a first responder in here in a timely manner with how many people are here, which is an excuse they always give us on a regular day when there isn't this many people. They've got streets, whole streets blocked off with fences and beer gardens. Areas where they would never allow us. They allow people all along here. They tell us this is the obstructing the walkway right there. Like, this is all access for people. There's supposed to be a place for people to get through. That little bit of access right there was it. They've told us a dozen times that we can't be along these two sides because it causes issues with access. But look, you can see how they allow people there. They allow people on this side of the walkway over here. All because they paid a monetary permit. They're allowed to block these walkways. By the way, this isn't even legitimate access. Oh, I can't go that way. There's Ranger Z. I have to walk a block away from him. Probably more like 50 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're kicking a petitioner out, it looks like. He's yelling and filming. I'm not going to go close because I got to stay 50 feet away. And I don't want to interfere with his duties as a law enforcement officer, but I am going to film this for a minute. Regardless, look at how all this blocks fire lanes, blocks the view of the fountain. All the arbitrary rules that they say that we can't be violating. Yet somehow not frantic. They're not rushing. They're looking at things. They're stopping. They're checking out the scenery. It's interesting how selective their enforcement is. How on a normal given day, all of this would be considered a crime for a busker or artist or some other form of expressive activity like a religion or a petitioner to be set up along these areas that are fire lanes and such. And monuments, as they say. But today, because these people paid money to be here, that's where they put them. And they allow for this, I don't know what you would say. They allow for these laws to be bent or broken for people who pay money. It's extremely arbitrary how they can change the rules at a moment's whim for whatever reasons they see fit. Again, if they can block all that off with the skating rink, why can't a busker or a few artists set up along that line? These areas are never allowed for this. Yeah, we've got all kinds of things up against what they're listed as fire lane. Let's see. Did the words fire lane magically go away? Oh, there it is. Fire lane.
He's a snitch.
And with the streets being blocked off for cars and stuff like that, there's no reason why buskers couldn't set up along these sidewalks, along all these busy streets where we would have captive audience and busk. There's no legitimate reason for it. Wouldn't be causing any problems other than, oh, you're trying to buy Santa decoration and we don't want you being caught in the picture. So what about that grassy area over there? Why couldn't buskers be there? On the opposite side. Again, no reason. No legitimate reason considering what they're allowing here. Alright, I'm going to go back down towards the stand and get footage of what it's like between here and there. I walk all the way down to the Science Theater, and I just don't have the energy today after doing this walk yesterday and spending a whole 12 hours out. The sidewalk here would be perfect for buskers. That sidewalk and that walkway over there and the grass area over on the other side would be perfect too. Decibels, when it's commercial music, the decibels don't matter. When there's a stage, the decibels don't matter. Again, funny how rules change when money is involved. I don't know, that sounds like, people think they're above the law by allowing the rules to be changed when money is involved. Anyways, so here is where they want all of us. Remember I talked about inside there being a captive audience? This is not a captive audience. Ask this guy, is this a captive audience?
You gotta work really hard.
You gotta work really hard?
Yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah,
There's a captive audience inside. The Rangers swallowed one of these petition people too.
We'd be having a much easier time inside. Out here, I did one show and it was a good crowd, but it took a lot of energy to put that together. And right now, and they give us so few spots out here. I have to be directly in front of the petitioners, and they have a team. So.
Oh, I know. There's 3 or 4 of them inside too. They're getting arrested though.
Just one group, I'm just one person, but they got a whole team.
Then they should all work the same
and then there
spot.
There were some musicians that were about to set up right there, but I had to tell them, like, you guys, it's not good for any of us. Why don't you go down there? And they're trying to fight me. They were like, well, they're trying to argue with me. They were like, no, we're fine right here. I don't even know if there's a spot over there. So I'm like, look, I see it right there. Just go over there. And they complied, but we're having conflict with the performers, and and right now the people, they're just walking by, and I got to work extremely hard today.
Not only is there not foot traffic right now in comparison to what's inside, But as he said, you have to really work to capture the audience, because outside here they don't care what's going on outside. They're all trying to get inside of the event. They had to park far away, and now they have to walk a long ways. They're not trying to burn their energy or their money before they get inside. And so it's extremely arbitrary that they would put us in these spaces so far out and then provide such little amount of spaces that it creates conflict. As Robert was saying earlier, yesterday, depending on what ranger you talk to, there would be different levels of, I don't know the word, different levels of enforcement. Some rangers would say it would be okay to be right here. Other rangers would say, no, that's not okay at all. And it goes back and forth like that. It's really kind of messed up how they end up doing stuff like that. Again, you can see there are people here. But this is a normal spot. This is like a normal day in San Diego along most places here. I could probably have went to the harbor and caught the same size crowd with a little bit more captivity from them. This is the traffic that we have. Just walked from all that heavy saturated foot traffic. This is what we have. We're not allowed to be present amongst the actual people. We have to be out here in the street petitioning to seagulls and crows and hawks and squirrels. That is our audience, and maybe the occasional passerby that ends up on this side when everybody knows the events on the other side gets dropped off there. That's the level of shit that they give us from Parks and Rec in San Diego Park Rangers.